Hi everyone, welcome back to 222 Evolution. This is a message for Gemini for Wednesday the 31st of March. If it doesn't resonate, don't try and force it to fit. It's just not your message. Please check one of the other videos for your moon, rising and Venus sign. Hopefully you'll find a message there. Please do remember to like, share and subscribe. I do really appreciate it. And if you could just hit that little thumbs up button for me and give the video a like, I would be very thankful. I am just going to ask that my energy is protected and also the energy of the Gemini while we receive these messages. Optimism, one of consciousness. I'm actually loving that card. How beautiful is that card? I don't use this deck very often, guys. And just before we start as well, so if you watched the video last week, I did mention that I've just started using this deck in my videos. And also, if you were somebody who left a comment to be pulled in with the chance of being pulled at the end, for me to pull an oracle card for you, do stick around till the end. I have everyone's name here, and I will be choosing someone at random at the end of the reading to pull an oracle card for. Okay, Gemini. I am going to read from the book before we go into the tarot. One of consciousness. Okay, optimism, bright future. A woman looks joyously at a sunrise over a beautiful valley. Abundant fruit hangs on the trees that surround her. This is a card of great value and achievement. Your reality is shifting in a much more positive direction. Looking for an exciting new development in money, romance, or your career. This could also manifest a personal accomplishment or a creative success. Old blocks are falling away and you are choosing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's an increased optimism taking hold in your attitude, and you finally determined to raise your consciousness to a more positive outlook. This reveals a more beautiful mindset than you may have had in the past. Your attitude of optimism ensures that you have a very bright future, perhaps one you may have not been expecting. It is on its way. Okay, I have a friend who always says something to me. He's a Gemini as well. I'm sure he's watching, so hello. He says something to me and it's always in my head. Whenever I have any doubt, any negative thought patterns, he always tells me, proceed as if success is inevitable. And I feel like that's what this is. And again, I'm just loving this card. I love how beautiful this is. I don't think I've seen this card in this deck as yet. And that just looks stunning. And I think another reason why it looks so stunning to me, that's how the sun was this morning when I woke up, and it keeps going in and out. It's out at the minute. There is no sun it's in. The sun is in at the minute. Hopefully it will come back out because I want to turn the lamp off so you can see all the rainbows from the sun catchers on the window. That's another story, Gemini. But this is kind of how I feel this morning, and I feel like somebody watching this understands that. Somebody else has sort of woken up, seen the similar lighting in their house, in their bedroom, that kind of thing, and can feel very, very similar to this card. I know that sounds a bit random and off on a tangent, but I know that is for someone for sure. Okay, so Gemini. What message does Gemini need, please, from the tarot for Wednesday the 31st of March? What message does Gemini need, please, from the tarot for Wednesday, the 31st of March? Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. There we go. There we go. Strength, Leo energy, 10 of Cups at the heart of the reading, that's what we want. Hanged Man, Pisces energy, Justice, Libra energy, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Okay, Gemini. This optimism, as I said, my friend always says to me, proceed as if success is inevitable, and that always pops into my head whenever I have any self-doubt, any limiting beliefs, anything like that. And I feel like you are doing that at the minute. I feel like you are overriding this, because underneath it, so the first card out was the optimism. And then the card underneath the deck, which is what is underneath, which is what is, sort of going on behind the scenes, that kind of thing. Seven of Wands. This is about being defensive. So maybe you are being a little, or have been, because I'm seeing the recent past here, maybe you have been a little bit defensive towards something and not giving it its full credit, not giving it its dues, not seeing the positives. Maybe it's just been very much an energy of, I'm not sure I want this, I'm not sure this is going to work for me, I'm not sure I can see the good things in this. You are overcoming that because you are looking at the good stuff now, Gemini. As I say, recent past, I feel like you started doing this in the recent past. 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands. That's that feeling of, okay, I want to move forward. I want to get out of toxic thought patterns, self-limiting beliefs, as I said, all that kind of thing. I don't want to be overthinking. I don't want to be trapped in my mind. Maybe you have been doing something like CBT, where you are challenging those thoughts, those thought patterns, thought processes. When something negative pops up, it's kind of like, no, I'm going to challenge that. Is this a fact or is this a worry? Something else that's coming to me as well. I did a reading for somebody a week or so ago, and she was worried about this decision that she was going to have to make. And I said to her, okay, does this decision need to be made immediately? And she said, no, not really. And I said, okay, so when does the decision need to be made? And she said, well, earliest September, October, latest March next year. And I said, okay, if this does not need to be worried about immediately, or even if at all worried about, why are you worrying about it? There's so much time to think about this, create pro-con lists, talk to other people, get more information. And that's how I feel this is, Gemini. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to challenge things. I'm going to challenge the way I think, challenge if something makes me feel physically anxious, where I get headache, I feel sick, I feel shaky, I'm going to challenge it. I'm not just going to allow it to be there and make me feel this way. Current energy. Love this. So again, I didn't even look at this really. Obviously, I brought the cards out, but I was focusing on these ones. Strength, 10 of Cups, Hanged Man. You are overcoming this. You have overcome this. This is the current energy. There is that strength there. You are seeing all the good stuff, all the positives. It's really that, the saying, where where focus goes, energy flows, something like that. Sorry guys, I'm going to turn the lamp off because the sun's come back out. Where are the rainbows? Come on, guys. Okay, well, hopefully the rainbows will come out at some point. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to focus on the good stuff, not on the bad stuff. I'm going to focus on what I have, what I can control, things like that. I'm looking at things from a different perspective. I'm looking at things from a different angle. So the Hanged Man, the inspiration behind this card, I believe, I could be wrong here, but I believe, I'm going to put the lamp back on because the sun's decided to go back in. I believe that the inspiration for this card came from Odin, and he wanted to hang himself upside down for so many days. I couldn't tell you the exact number of days, because he thought, okay, if I'm upside down, everything's going to go to my head, lots of knowledge, lots of wisdom, things like that. And it's just seeing things from a different angle, from a different perspective, from a different viewpoint. Yes, it can be a card of stagnation, but with these other two cards leading up to it, I don't feel it is. I feel it's you having that strength of mind to challenge those old thought patterns and processes and look at the good stuff, look on the bright side, and realise everything you have. And it's being in that energy and that vibration of, the more wonderful my life is, the more wonderful things I'm going to attract. Future energy. This is amazing, Gemini. Things are coming into balance. Things are coming into order. And then with the Queen of Wands, this is that energy of, she's always a very Gemini energy for me. And I know Queen of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But to me, she's a very, very Gemini energy, because I always say she has two sides to her, just like a Gemini. She can be very loving, very caring, spontaneous, creative, passionate, all that good stuff, but you would not want to get on her bad side. She is going to chew you up and spit you out if you get on the wrong side of her. It's that energy of, I can be very fierce where needed, but I'm also very soft and playful and loving. So things are coming into balance, and I feel your energy is coming into balance, knowing where to use that energy. And then it creates this as well. Ace of Pentacles. This is an abundant new beginning. This is an abundant, new, prosperous, fruitful. The word fruitful. As I said that, literally, I put that card down and this glowed at me. Fruitful. Do you see all of the fruit growing around her? So again, for some of you, you may be growing fruit. You may be growing your own little vegetable patch, things like that. It's kind of like, okay. I'm turning the lamp off again. Sorry, guys. It's kind of like I don't know what's going on. The sun's in, it's out. My lamp's on, it's off. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about fruit and vegetables. That's the thing. You are taking great pleasure in the small pleasures of life. Things like growing your own fruit, growing your own vegetables, things like that. I'm really getting a sense of abundance from within. And then it creates this outer abundance, Gemini. Okay, what's coming for Gemini, please? What is coming for Gemini, please? Message for Gemini. For Wednesday, the 31st of March. Woo. Lovers, there you are. There's that Gemini energy. 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands. So there's definitely a decision here, Gemini. I don't know what your decision is. Obviously, there are many Geminis out there, and this is a general reading, but there is definitely a decision that needs to be made. I feel like you've had blinkers on, you've had a bit of a blindfold on, not looking at something. You are now willing to look at this, and again, challenge it. That word keeps coming to me. It's not like I'm gonna just go with the flow anymore and just allow things to happen. It's like, no, I'm taking charge of this. I'm gonna make this decision. This is either about your soul contract or your soul mate. Do you take it where it resonates for you, Gemini? But then this 8 of Cups, you are choosing to leave something in the past. And again, that one of consciousness, this optimism card, I keep coming back to it. The traditional depiction of the 8 of Cups is a woman walking away. Actually, sorry, it's a man in the traditional depiction, but in this deck, it's a woman. It's somebody walking away, and this is what I'm seeing, like with this lady's back to us. It's kind of like, no, I turn my back on everything that no longer serves, and I'm looking towards this. This is really how I feel, Gemini. You are ready to move forward. You are ready to go into the future and just take on whatever is thrown at you. And again, I don't even mean that in a bad way. I feel like the decisions you are making are opening new doors and challenges for you. Okay, Goddess guidance for Gemini, please. What Goddess guidance does Gemini need, please, for Wednesday the 31st of March? Well, Lilith, independence. Saraswati, mastery. Again, this decision here, whatever it is, whether it is about, as I say, soulmate or soul contract, it's whether to be independent in your own life or finances, career, that kind of thing. Whatever it is that you're doing and making yourself independent with, Gemini, you are mastering it. You are absolutely flipping mastering it. Just, what a gorgeous energy. This is so... How do I even describe this? I can't even describe how I feel from this reading. I feel very warm. I feel very... calm yet confident. It's just a beautiful energy, that quiet confidence of the saying, a lion doesn't need to tell you it's a lion. You know it's a lion. Like that, I feel like I'm a lion, but I don't need to tell you I'm a lion. That's just how, honestly, this is beautiful, very graceful, very gracious, very powerful. Just, there's a lot of fire in this reading as well. And there's a Leo energy as well, isn't there? Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. And again, Lilith, sorry, I said I was going to leave it there and I rattled on, didn't I? So the Lilith card, she looks very lioness there. Just stunning energy, Gemini. Love it. Please do leave me a comment if this resonates, if you want to let me know what this is. I would love to hear about it. I am going to choose someone at random. Who do we have? D. Adams. D. Adams. Sorry about my terrible handwriting. Okay, D. Adams. I was just looking at my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and it stood out at me for a second, D, but I am feeling a more stronger pull to the Goddess cards. So I'm going to go with the Goddess cards for you. Okay. Message for D. Adams, please. What message does D. Adams need, please, from the goddesses for Wednesday, the 31st of March? I love this card. Assurance, Danu. Okay, Danu is a Celtic river goddess. She's the goddess of a lot of things, actually, but in this deck, it's about her being the river goddess. She is here to assure you, Dee, that where you thought land was barren, where you thought nothing would grow, nothing was happening, it is. Do you see this little sprout in her hands? I'll read quickly from the book for you, Dee, because as I say, this is just her assuring you that where you thought, you know, things weren't going to grow, things aren't happening, they are. It's coming. Bear with me. It's also card number 10, so I'm feeling there's a completion here for you, D, as well. You are completing something, whether it's a cycle, whether it's actually completing something like a course, something like that. The appearance of the Celtic earth goddess Danu, who gave birth to magic, portends the fulfillment of your desires and the fruition of your dreams. Whatever it is that you're inquiring about, Danu gives her assurance that you're in the process of becoming. Now is the time to trust that whatever you have planted, planned and worked towards is being lovingly birthed. All you need to do is stay with the flow of events and be ready for your next opportunity. Everything has its perfect season, just as fallow ground carries the promise of new life that appears again in the spring, as if magically bidden from the invisible to the visible. Danu offers her promise of grounded assurance. Dee, I hope that helped. I hope that resonated. Guys, I'm going to leave it there for you this week. As I said, if you are new to this channel, Gemini, your weekly readings go out every Wednesday. The sexual energy readings are a monthly thing. Feel free to check out any of my past readings. They are timeless. I will be back next Wednesday with another message for you, Gemini. So until then, take care.